So, this game is, again, called Until We Die. So, first you have a choice. You get to pick Ivan, who has like a submachine gun, and it has a little bit more kick to its shots for each fifth round. Or you have Anna, who has a shotgun. It has a shorter range, but packs a punch with each bullet. She does restore stamina when she picks up food. We're going to give her a try first and just kind of see where it goes. Alright. I will try the seasoned just to see how different it is from normal. I've been playing a few rounds of normal just to kind of get a feel of the game and better understand it. Alright. So this game is very similar to Kingdom. So basically you have a few guys that you can control in the beginning, but unlike that game, in this one you do not have to pay any resource to acquire the people once they are in your possession. So your goal is to just survive as long as possible. Each day, as you can see at the top, there are different waves of enemies that will come. And when those enemies do come, let's just say they're very awkward looking. They look like very giant rats. Giant purple rats. It's very weird, to say the least. But let's go ahead, get our generator up and running. Only really need one person for that, let the other two scavenge for more resources. And as you can see, we don't need to use any of our people in the beginning to get like a builder or an archer or any kind of attacking person. In this game, your guys, like this guy just by himself, is able to attack whatever comes directly in front of the wall, which is very nice, because in Kingdom, which I'm going to be referencing Kingdom a lot because it's very similar to it, but in Kingdom you have to, and this is the first upgrade, so a good pause. In Kingdom you have to kind of balance your people that you can get by either having them become builders or archers or knights or farmers. And the archers and soldiers help defend the walls, and the builders help rebuild, build up, and upgrade the different walls, as well as building like catapults and at the very end of the game, spoiler alert, they help you carry that giant bomb to destroy the Greed's home base kind of thing. The farmers in that game are more so there to help your economy grow, and yeah, That's kind of the main thing with Kingdom. In this game, you get these main guys. You see in the picture on the left, there are two of those guys that we saw before. And those are the generic person that you have whenever a new person comes to your group. They can become different guys. Like we see the guy in the picture on the right. He is, I believe, called a tunneler. And he will be able to break down different barriers that are in the way and help out in defenses, kind of like the knights and spearmen would in Kingdom. So our job is to defend and allocate our people as best we can. We can move people from the left side of the whole base to the right side if we need to. But we'll get into a lot of that as we go. So now, with our first upgrade, we have a choice between, for the next 2 trips, we get an additional follower. So that's 2 additional followers. And for each dwelling of the 4th level, 1 more person will come to the base. Or, the other side is the shelter network. After lighting the first brazier, 1 person will come to the base. An active brazier increases the population cap by 1, and the ground ignites around the brazier as mutants run by. So both of these are pretty good. I'm actually going to go for the shelter network, because when you get farther into that late game, it's just a little bit better. The other one is good in the early parts of the game, but it takes quite a while to get to that later part where getting that 4th tier on the tents is worth it. That, to me, it's just not worth it. So, we got a new person here. Every day, I believe, well, not quite a day, but every so often, I should say, we will get a new person to come to our base and help out in the defense. Alright, we'll send you onto there. Let these 2 build up this. And we'll go ahead and grab this other guy as well. Because the waves don't last the entire night. You can usually start moving out, doing things that you need to around the map as it comes. You don't need to constantly stay inside the base when it's this nighttime. It's nice, but not needed. So we're going to move out. There are a few main resources that you want to be collecting. One of them being mushrooms. We're going to back off because holy cow. That's a lot of them. But that can happen if you walk too far back from the base. They'll spawn these creatures to come attack you. Let's go check out this other guy. See if he's done building this. Nothing. We'll just let him be there. So, a couple of resources that you're going to be collecting are food and scrap. So, food is needed for you to get more people into your base, whether by the train cart or by other resources later down the road. And the scrap is used to build up and upgrade your walls, as well as build up different workshops. So we're just going to gather a little bit of food, a little bit of scrap, whatever we can find down this way. And then once it hits like that little section before it's full night, we'll go back. But we should be safe to go ahead and find different things that we can pick up now. Well, that's actually going to be it for me. I'm not going to go too far out. I'll get to that grub in a minute when we're closer to needing it. We'll leave one person here. Go ahead and set up a brazier. And as you saw, it showed the limit has been increased. I'll go ahead and leave one person there to rebuild this, make sure that it's repaired for any defense that we may need. And then you are going to come with me. Oops. Do that. And we need to gather some more food so that we can have him go back out and get us another recruit. Let's go ahead and get this going. Go. You know what? It's close enough to the time when these guys come that we're gonna just back off. One should be enough for the right side. We're just gonna leave the rest on this left side. And the mushrooms will grow back after the night phase has ended. So you don't have to worry about that. But they will not grow if you move up your wall far enough. They just stop growing in general. So you need to be cautious of that. So I like to have 3 sets of walls on the right side so that we can keep a little bit of leeway for any I think it's going to be too far and we're going to have another wave come in to get us if we go to the left. So we'll leave one person here. Should be enough to take out anything that comes. Bring these 3 over here. And we're going to use them to get some shovels. Again, tunnelers are very nice because they will break down the different barriers. But as you see here, this growth, they will also break that down as well. And by barriers, I mean like this thing. This giant pile right here. It's a tree. I moved too far to the right. There we go. So now we should have free reign to move out over here, at least for a bit. Not getting so lucky with the mushroom spawns on this right side. That might just be the harder difficulty though. check out. I think there was another mushroom spot. Maybe not, though. Check out these. Alright. Come with me, you two. Because we've got another volunteer. We'll need one person there to repair that wall. Alright. Get a little bit more scrap. And then we need a little bit more food to send this guy on his way. And on this side, as you can see, we have another workshop here. We can use one of these recruits to make an engineer who will do researching for us. He researches various things, such as upgrades for the walls, upgrades for units, and just in general good stuff. Alright. Got some more mushrooms. Gonna wait for this to get depleted. There we go. Because I just want to get that guy scavenged. Because getting research is very key in this game as well. It allows you to get those different upgrades that the engineer performs. It's almost time for night to be rolling around, but I'm hoping we can get this growth and these mushrooms first. I'm actually going to bring these guys over and see if we can scavenge this as well. We'll leave the growth for tomorrow. Okay, last thing. Come on now. Okay, let's go. And the fog doesn't actually hurt you. It's just something to try to kind of resist you from attacking during the night or moving out during the night. Let's go ahead and send you back out. Yep, that's why we're moving over to this right side. Shotgun ain't bad. It has a pretty fast attack rate, honestly. But we'll see the machine gun probably tomorrow. Okay. Seems like we're done for the night. So I'll go ahead and move back over. We'll grab probably both of our shovelers so we can get moving. Well, let's grab you two. Get moving on this left side. Make sure that we can keep up our progress here. And the mushrooms were about here, so they should come back today. Go ahead and start whacking this. And I don't know if those growths regen health. I haven't done that much research. Alright, next upgrade. So we have a choice between flashbang traps or barbed wire. So flashbang will be placed at each wall. The trap will trigger when the wall's health falls below 30%. Once triggered, the trap stuns enemies for a short time. Now, I personally haven't seen a whole lot of value out of that one, but if you look at the right one, with barbed wire, enemies take 2 points of damage for every 2 seconds inside the barrage line. Now, that one I find a lot more valuable, and here's the reason. Every time I've picked the flashbang, it's glitched and not actually giving me the flashbang. It's giving me barbed wire. I don't know why, but every time that I pick it, it just doesn't seem to work. So we're going to go with barbed wire. I mean, I'm sure it's a glitch, and it's not supposed to be that way, but gotta work with what we get, and that's what we get. Okay, they're almost done with the barrier. One more food. I'm gonna take out this growth. There we go.
Hana.
Go. You want that? Just be kind of in the middle between them. Oh, and there is our trolley. Our generous guy on the tram system. And that's why it can be nice to go onto this left side instead of the right. Because if you go on the right side, you will not see when that trolley is coming. If you go on the left side, you'll see it. Let's go ahead. We'll get that living quarters going. And that will get us an extra person that we can recruit. Alright, next technology. Diggers gather supplies faster. So, if we find any more of those mushrooms or scrap piles that we can throw our recruits onto, the diggers will get through them faster than the regular recruits would. So we're going to throw our recruits there to protect the left side for the meanwhile. And we're going to try to get some mushrooms on this right side. Get some stamina back. There we go. And we're just going to fall back behind the wall. I'm going to send myself to the left side. Because it needs a little bit more defense. Here they come. Here we go. Bada bing, bada boom. And you might have seen there was an explosive mutant there that can dish out quite a bit of damage quickly onto these walls. You really want to try to take them out quickly, but it's not always possible in these early stages. And our right wall is actually getting taken out pretty quickly. One of the barriers is already down. And that's not exactly good, because you need to relight those braziers. Let's go ahead and get this up. And we're going to move out with these units, because it's basically daytime. Actually, let's go grab that guy once these two are done. Okay. Back here. Grab this scrap. And we don't have enough to send that guy back on his way, so we'll just move back to the right. And I think we're going to move out farther on this right side than the left side, because I want to get the upgrade that's behind this barrier first. I don't think there were any other mushrooms close by. No, not really. So yeah, we'll get this barrier down, get the wall started on the upgrade here, and then we'll get this barrier going as well. We'll need even this falling barrier in order to get this upgrade, but gotta start somewhere. And I don't want to be using these two recruits that I have on me to get more tunnelers quite yet. I just don't want to be using them up, because tunnelers can't do everything. Just like the recruits can't take down these barriers, tunnelers can't do some of the things that recruits can do, that can do some of the things that engineers can do, so on and so forth. Eventually we will get an upgrade that lets us build up better walls, but I think that still has another day to go. Okay. Oh, and speed of a double. Go ahead and get that upgraded. I'm not going to get that living quarters done quite yet. I want to make sure that we have enough scrap to get this left side upgraded so that we don't have to worry about it quite as much. Okay, and we do. Then I'll just stay on this left side. It's pretty close to nighttime, so gotta be ready. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can get some mushrooms. There's actually fewer mushrooms in these clusters than there are on the other difficulties. Kind of a jerk move on there. Our right side is in trouble again. What is going on? Yeesh, this difficulty is quite the upgrade. I don't like it. Because I can't do much better than this. Like, I'm just trying to survive right now. And yeah, that's left side is down again. Come on, man. Well, we might lose pretty quickly if we don't have the scrap to get this done. Because it's not like, oh, it's this guy. This guy is like a catapult mortar type unit, and I hate him. I hate him so much. Because our units right now don't have the range to be able to attack him. And that's what I was afraid of when I was over on this left side. I was hoping that we had gotten through the last wave of enemies, but I mean, as you can see, it didn't happen. I don't have any food right now because I had to use it on the little fire pit. Go ahead and get you two. Luckily we didn't lose too many guys. Yet. We're definitely going to be losing some guys. I just don't know when, and I hope that we don't lose any guys. But with the amount of people that were, or the amount of walls that were taken losses on, it's going to happen. Okay, got the food. Those two will walk behind the wall when they are done with that and the enemy comes. Go ahead and send you back because we need as many people as we can get. And as much scrap as we can get. Okay. Tier 2 wall. Go ahead and grab 2. I'm hoping another one of those mortar guys don't come back. But that's all I can do right now is hope. Because we're struggling quite a bit. Not able to get as far as I would like to in these tunnels. And seeing that it's only day 6 and we're struggling this hard, we're not going to get that far. Like on the normal difficulty, you at least get enough scrap and mushrooms to be able to live through these waves. While here, well, I'm not. Okay? I should have spoken about that. Warehouse, you basically get more scrap for each trip that the trolley takes. And yeah, it costs a good amount of scrap too. So yeah, let's just go ahead. I'll go ahead and show you how much it costs. 12. That ain't no small amount either. 12 is a decent chunk that you don't really want to be giving up. Let's see if we can protect this left side. The right side is more than likely going to fall. But the right side doesn't get those catapult guys as far as normal difficulty goes. This harder difficulty, probably going to be different. Okay, got the new guy. Okay, right side's at least holding. I'm gonna get this guy going on collecting that scrap. But I seriously doubt we're gonna make it through day 7. Day 7 is a big wave that comes and kind of just destroys you if you're not prepared. I'll keep you here. Engineer isn't all that useful. Yeah, we need a ton more scrap if we're going to be doing anything like that. But I really need to be getting this wall up and getting some more supplies. Alright, you see at the top where it shows that flashing red symbol? That means a huge wave is going to be coming from that side. And luckily, nothing comes from the right side when these waves happen. But I really doubt we're going to be living after this wave. Go ahead and send you on the way, just in case. You never know. And I'm missing one scrap to get that upgraded. Go ahead and get you guys on there. And I'm going to bring these two, not for mushrooms, but to get the scrap that's just beyond the mushrooms. Because I want to get at least that second wall to level 2. If I can do that, there might be a chance to get through the day. Because I'll be able to defend one side just fine. But if it's like this giant army that's coming tonight, yeah. I need a couple of you. Upgrade that. Yeah. These guys have the same name. Here we go. And they all kind of have these Russian names. Okay. Bring it on. I'm ready. I don't need any more preparing. I'm as prepared as I'm gonna be. We're gonna lose. I can already say that. But that's part of the game. You keep going until you lose, basically. Here they come. These walls don't look very reliable. Gee, you think? Yeah, I would go for the volunteer if it wasn't the giant wave coming. You need to make sure those exploding bugs get taken out quick. Wall down. Just tank those 2 exploding bugs so that we have at least a little bit of a chance. But I mean, I'm pretty sure one of those mortar bugs is going to be coming. Mortar mutants. And that's going to basically do it for us. Okay, we at least got the wall prepared. And I can't really go out anymore because I'm heavily damaged by that exploding bug. Yep, there's the mortar. Shovel guys at least attempt to help, but oh.
Until we die.
And that's the game. So we do have this part, but as you see, we have to survive for 18 days with a difficulty seasoned or higher to open new rooms. A meteor shower has fallen upon the capital and the nearby towns. The number of victims is unknown so far. Authorities are assessing damage to the town's text. Truncated. I'm not sure what truncated means. But we have 2 upgrades here. One is for the cement factory, which we passed by on the left side a few times. It's good for upgrading the durability of walls, but it requires engineers in order to operate to get that durability. And this other side is the ammunition factory. It is found on the right side, and it enhances the damage done by firearms. So whether that's myself or by other units that we did not see in this playthrough. So yeah, it's pretty nice. It does also require engineers in order to operate, and does have a little bit of a ricochet effect on some different ammo. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this recording. So thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later.